folks, welcome back to Autofreaks. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Now in lieu of the festive season that's coming up, a lot of you are going to be heading out of town. Now there's a few things you need to do, there's a few things you need to prep for in terms of your long journey. Now the first thing to remember is, the heavier your car, the more fuel you're going to use. So, if possible, before your journey starts, try to make sure that your boot is empty, because you're going to fill it with your luggage, your presents, your gifts for your relatives. It's going to make your car quite heavy. So make sure your car is empty before you start your journey, because you're going to fill it up as you go. Now it doesn't matter whether you're driving a 30-year-old BMW or a brand new Proton. All the cars are the same. They're all mechanical. There's nothing spiritual or phenomenal about it. They all run on fuel or diesel, and they all need the same kind of care. Now, the second thing you need to know, you're going to spend a lot of time in your car during your long journey. So make sure it's as comfortable as possible. Mineral water, tissues, wet wipes, especially if you have kids. Make sure all that's in the car before you start your journey. Let's go and have a look at the engine. Now there's a few things you can do by yourself, or there's a few things you can do right here at a workshop. Now today Benzone was kind enough to let us use their premises. We're in Kelana Jaya. Now, have a look at your engine. A lot of people don't even know where the dipstick is. Have a look. It's usually something like this. Now it's very easy to check your own engine oil. There's a little guide on the end of the dipstick that tells you whether it's empty, middle or full. Check it when it's cold. Now there's other things you can do as well. By yourself. Check your battery. Check your coolant as well. It's usually a clear box, so you can actually see the fluid level. Now, just by looking at this, you can tell that the fluid level in this car, my car, is low. So we'll get that seen to in a little bit. Now, as I said, you can do a lot of this stuff by yourself. But if you don't feel like getting your little fingers dirty, come over to a workshop. They can do a 20-point check for you. It's really, really easy. Now, in terms of your tires, one very easy way to check whether they're in good condition is to try the 50-cent coin test. Get a 50-cent coin, put it in the thread, and if you can see all the way up to the bunga raya that's here, you've got enough thread. But if you don't have enough thread, you're probably going to want to get some new tires before you go off, and that's very good. The other thing you need to remember, tire pressure. Now remember, underinflated tires use a lot more fuel because you are having more rolling resistance. So make sure your tires are properly inflated. Check the pressure when it's cold, not when it's hot. Now if you're going to pump your tires when they're hot, add another couple of PSI just in case. One way to find out whether your tires are in good condition or whether they're properly inflated, get yourself a good tire gauge. Every car should have one. Now a lot of people tend to forget, yes, there's 4 tires on the ground, but there's also a spare in the trunk. A lot of people overlook that. So just make sure before you start your journey to make sure that the tire in your trunk is properly inflated. The last thing you want is to have a puncture on the highway and find out that your spare is flatter than the one that's on the road. So make sure it's there. Also good to have, toolkit, and of course the jack. No point having a well-inflated spare if you can't change the tire. Now the last aspect of a long-distance drive is the actual driving itself. You'll be amazed at how some people don't really sit properly in a car, and that can lead to fatigue, body aches, and that's the last thing you want on a long-distance journey. So let's see how to sit in a car properly. Now the first thing to remember is you don't want to be too far in front where you're hugging the steering wheel, because that does not allow you to maneuver. Nor do you want to be too far back, because you don't really want to fall asleep. What you want is a position that allows you that perfect angle for your arm. And one way to get that is to use your wrist, put it right on top of the steering wheel, and that way, when you bring your hands down, you got the perfect driving position. It allows you to press the brakes or the accelerator perfectly. You'll be comfortable, it'll be a better drive, you'll enjoy it more. Okay folks, so you're going to head out of town. There's going to be a lot of traffic on the road. It is the festive season after all. The best place to stay is actually in KL. There'll be no traffic whatsoever. So just remember a few golden rules. Keep a safe distance from the car in front. Make sure your car is in perfect working order, because trust me, the last thing you want is a breakdown on the side of the highway. And just drive safe. If you feel tired, pull over to an R&R, not at the side of the road. Remember, the emergency lane is just for emergencies. Pull over to an R&R, get some rest, get some shut-eye. Just Take a breather for a while, walk around, stretch, and then continue your journey. It's always about the journey. Enjoy the journey, it's half the fun. That's what they say. I agree. So whether you're driving a classic or something brand new, it makes no difference. Just be safe. Here's Autofreaks wishing you a wonderful, wonderful new year. Take care.